Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and on this channel, we talk all things of healing, self-love, and self-care, and of course, becoming your dream woman. And on today's episode, we are going to talk about how transformation can be beautiful, but it can also feel so hard at times. So yes, transformation sounds beautiful, but let's be honest here, it can feel hard as well. It feels heavy, it feels scary, and sometimes it feels like I don't know if I have enough energy to go through what it's going to take to become a better version of myself. And if you're a woman over 30 who's been thinking about changing your life, but you're afraid of what's on the other side, this video is for you. I think a lot of women want life, right? There's a lot of us who want a better job, have more peace, better health, have healthier relationships, and even live a more aligned versions of themselves. But the process of transformation, yeah, that part stops people because transformation requires walking through unknown territory. And that is something our mind hates. Yes, our mind hates the unknown. So here's the truth that nobody really wants to talk about. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, not happy. Yeah. So even if your current life is draining you, even if you're unhappy, even if you feel stuck, unfulfilled, or disconnected, your mind will still say, oh, let's not rock the boat too much. Let's not change anything. And at least this is familiar, right? It's going to keep us safe. And that's why the idea of healing and starting over, getting more educated, changing careers, leaving a relationship, or completely restarting your life, yeah, that feels terrifying. And I understand that because I had to do a whole restart just a few years ago. And it was very scary. But I knew, deep down, the life that I was living was also hard. So I was choosing to do a different hard than what I've been living. Honestly, I couldn't do it without God. So, if you are looking to make some changes, or you're going through a big life change of needing to rebuild your life, going through a divorce or something like that, then I would definitely start praying and asking God for his guidance and his support and his love and patience, because he will help you through that. And I know this deeply because I lived it, right? When I started my divorce process, I had to make the decision to transform my entire life, and everything felt unknown. I sold my home. I moved to an area where I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any connections, and I didn't have certainty. And honestly, my kids weren't excited. People didn't understand. Some people didn't even agree with me. But I had reached a point where I was more uncomfortable staying the same than stepping into the unknown. And that's when everything began to change. So I had spent years sacrificing my wants, my needs, my dreams, staying in situations that didn't align with me, living a life that wasn't fully mine. And eventually that cost became way too high. And because of that, end up staying in a life that doesn't fulfill you. And it doesn't just affect you. No, it ends up showing up as resentment, bitterness, emotional disconnection, lack of patience, lack of presence, and the people around you feel it too and end up suffering from it as well. And one of the biggest transformations for me was healing. I didn't know anyone on a healing journey. I didn't have any examples of this. I just knew I couldn't keep living the way that I was. And healing changed everything. I became more emotionally regulated, more patient, more loving, more grounded, more balanced. I stopped people pleasing. I learned when to say no. And I also learned when to say yes. And as I'm not perfect, but I am a lot better than what I was. And I finally am able to trust myself. And here's something important that you need to hear. Not everyone is going to support your transformation. You will have people who question you, doubt you, tell you that you are making a mistake, try to pull you back into your old version of you. Not because you're wrong, but because your change threatens their comfort. And if you wait for validation before changing your life, you may wait forever. And this also, you may lose some people. And, this wasn't an easy thing. But you have to worry about you at the end of the story. So unfortunately, yes, you may have to let go of some friendships and things like that. And you know what? If it's all meant to be, it will come back to be. But if it's not, then those friendships were only for that season of your life. Because, another thing that this whole healing and stuff taught me is that not all relationships are forever. So, you know, we were kind of brainwashed to try to hold on to connections and things like that. And you don't want to hold on to them if they are no longer serving you, or that you recognize that they've never served you, right? It's all about getting afraid. Yes. Transformation isn't about being fearless. No. It's about being afraid, but still making the decision to do it. So, afraid, but committed. Afraid, but choosing yourself. Feeling afraid, but still saying, I deserve more. Yeah, it's going to take some faith, and it's going to take courage and bravery. But you don't need certainty. No, you need clarity. And the best things to ask yourself is, what do I want my life to feel like? What do I want to become? And what version of me am I abandoning? Yes, ask yourself these questions. Because in order to transform your life, you have to retrain your brain. That means new habits, new routines, new boundaries, new ways of thinking, new environments, new education, new standards. You are creating a whole new identity. And yes, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but growth always does, right? Because we're doing something new. But this also gives you that perfect opportunity to become your dream woman. Am I saying this is going to be easy? No, I'm not. But you have to pick your heart, right? Do you want the hard life that you are living through now just because it feels familiar? Or do you want to change and see what it feels like on the other side of the resistance that you may be feeling in the midst of this change, right? So change is not bad. No, don't think change is bad. But sometimes change can look messy before it looks magical. Sometimes it can look lonely before it looks freeing. And sometimes it looks like loss before it looks like alignment. But on the other side of this change is a version of you who is finally living on purpose. And if you are unhappy with your life right now, this is not a life sentence. No, you are allowed to choose differently. You are allowed to start over, and you are allowed to want more. Let's make 2026 the year that you stop abandoning yourself. All it takes is one decision, one yes, and that's where my transformation all began. So if you want support on becoming your best self and transforming your life into your dream woman, I would love to work with you. Shoot me an email at sayyes2healing1111@gmail.com. Just know you are brave, you are capable, and you are worthy of living the life that you desire. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.